Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Library Sporty Stuff TV for Phase 5 Week 1 Finals Night, and what a week it has been so far. All starting, of course, Monday morning at 9:30 AM with Group A, and what a group it was, dominated by Connor Scutt in the end. So winning the league over the 3 days, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Connor Scutt got Thursday and Friday off and was straight into tonight's final. But it was some performance over the 3 days. His average over those 3 days in 15 matches was 93.54, a best of 103.48, and he hit 26 180s. look out for those tonight. Martin Thomas finishing in 2nd and 3rd. Went into Group B, which we'll talk about in a moment. But 4, 5 and 6, they had to come back for the red-eye shift, the Thursday and Friday morning Group C, which we'll take a look at a moment and how that ended up. Graham Usher ended up topping the table on leg difference over Carl Wilkinson and Daryl Pilgrim. But unfortunately for Daryl, it's only the top 2 that go through from Group C for tonight's 6-player final. And as you can see, he was edged out just by the 1 leg from Carl Wilkinson. But a very, very entertaining group. Not only have we seen averages of 115 plus this week from Mike Warburton, we've also seen checkouts of 170, 167, 164 and 161. And we've also had a 10 darter. Right, let's have a look how Group B finished up, which was last night and Thursday night. And my goodness, it went right down to the wire. Jim Williams on night 1 failed to record a single win and was bottom of the table. However, he won 3 out of his 4 matches last night, and again just got in through countbacks on legs difference, or legs 1 should I say, from Rob Collins, and squeezed in as he did when he actually won a Champions Week in Phase 3. He actually, on the finals night, won the 3rd and 4th place playoff, qualified for Champions Week, and ended up picking up the £6,000. Well, I think the players are ready. We're definitely ready. I hope you're sat back and enjoy the action for the next 3 hours or so. We're going to start with Connor Scutt up against Matthew Dennant. Here are the 2 players. That's Connor Scutt. And here's Matty Dennant from Walsall. Former practice partner of mine when he first started out. Here is Connor, 25 from Kenley. Uses a 22-gram Simon Whitlock dart and is a PDC Challenge Tour semi-finalist. Here's Matt, as I said, 29 from Walsall. Uses a 22-gram Wimble dart and is a 2 times winner on the Challenge Tour. A very, very good youth player, Connor, and like most of the young players, I fell out of love with the game for a while. But he's certainly back in love with the game and threw some tremendous darts over the opening 3 days. He's going to be a danger man tonight. Make no mistake about it. So, if you are watching us for the first time, the 6 players that qualified over the previous 5 days are split into 2 groups. Group 1 is Connor Scutt, Matt Dennen and Carl Wilkinson. Group 2 is Mike Warburton, Graham Usher and Jim Williams. They'll all play each other once.
Okay, first leg,
the
it's
top
Connor to
2
first.
from each group will make up
Game
the
on.
semi-finals. The losing semi-finalists will play off for a 3rd and 4th place playoff, and the winner of that
43.
will also qualify for Champions Week, which is in just over 3 weeks' time, of course.
180.
So often over the past 2 days, Matty Dennant has literally shot out of the blocks. 8-13 for this one, Connor. 6-5.
125.
Matthew Dennant, which, when you look at some of the stats he has produced, that may be a little big.
57.
Matty Dennant's average on the Thursday night,
180.
as we see our second 180 in the opening leg, was 93.90. Last night, 87.62. And overall, 90.73. He hit 15 180s over the 2 evenings. Broke the record for ton-plus finishes in a Group B on Thursday night, hitting 6 ton-plus finishes.
93. Matt, you require 164.
Another one of those. Leaves the ball. What a start.
115. Connie requires 60.
tops. He has to move. It's a bit of a blocker. Double 10.
40.
Didn't change his hockey
Matt,
position
you require
there.
49.
Double 16 for a break of throw.
Game shot in the first
And
leg.
a 14
Matt
dart
Dennant.
break of throw. As I said, very quick out the blocks in all of his matches so far this week.
Second leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on.
Binks, our referee for the evening. Yeah, it's been a hectic day of darts today with the
59.
Women's Series and the Euro Tour down in Gibraltar. Some big performances today.
100.
Dolan beating Merv King 6-1. Probably the biggest one.
100.
Callan Rids beating Peter Wright 6-3. He averaged 110.72 in defeat. Peter Wright 108.19.
60.
Callan Rids 6 out of 6 on the doubles, including a 170 finish. Gerwin Price back to full fitness,
140.
winning 6-1. MVG's roll continues, a 6-3 win over Rob Cross. Joe Cullen beating Joe Mernon 6-1, and Aspinall beating Headhouse 6-3.
140.
That continues tomorrow from, I think it's 1 PM British summertime. Follow the action on
140.
pdc.tv. And the Women's Series today, event 1 won by Lisa Ashton. Events 2 and 3 dominated by Fallon Sherrock.
57. Matt, you requires 62.
And event 3 defeated Dieter Hedman in the final with a 97 average.
30. Connor, you require 144.
This for the breakback. All the matches, as always, on the live league. Best of 7. First to 4. 2 points for a win.
60. Matt, you require
Legs
32.
difference will play its part.
Game shot on the second leg. Matt Dennant.
So averaging 100.2 at the moment. Just 30 darts used by Matt Dennant in the opening 2 legs of this one. A break, a throw, and a hold.
Third leg, it's Connor to throw first. Game on. 45.
The mistake early from Connor Scutt following this one. Mike Warburton up against Graham Usher.
140.
All of his form a revelation. He was unbeaten in Group B, winning 8 out of 8 matches. Played 46 legs, won 32 of them. A best of 105.47 in Group B. Group A, a best of 115.62. Check this out.
96.
Over the 2 days, the 8 matches, the 32 winning legs, 47.06% checkout percentage. And a 170, of course.
100.
In fact, last night we had a 170, a 161, a 124, and a 121.
57. Matt, you require 121.
Well, for the double break and complete control. Should go ball.
64.
Sensible thinking leaves a 2-dart finish. The Women's Series also
37.
continues tomorrow.
Matt, you require 57.
Another 3 events. 2 10s and no finish for Scutt.
37. $58. Matt, you require 20.
The Online Darts Live League YouTube channel actually do a
Game
watch
shot
along
on the
with Phil
third
Bars
leg.
and friends as
Matt Dennant.
Matt Dennant does hit the double 10 and get the double breaker throw. 3-0. Just needs one more, and he has the darts
Fourth
in leg
against
4.
Matt to throw first. Game on.
That was a 16 dart breaker throw. An average of 98.02.
134. $140.
Scutt will be back in action in match number 3 this evening against Carl Wilkinson. And if he goes down here, that's a must-win game, obviously.
$57.
He did play so well in that Group A. Played 79 legs in total, and won 50 of them. Had a leg difference of plus 21.
180.
As the second 180 goes in for Matt Dennant. Takes his average over the ton.
57. May require 143. $25.
A little unfortunate. Maybe a bit of light at the end of the tunnel. But needs trebles, and more than one of them.
96. May require 118.
Double 19 then to wrap things up. With a
Game
15
shot
dart leg
and the match.
and a
Matt
ton
Dennant.
plus finish. And a very, very solid performance indeed. There is the average 98.56, 2 180s, 4 140s, 50% on the doubles. That was some performance and tipped up by yours truly. Okay, up next, Mike Warburton will be facing off against Graham Usher. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. Next match up is our first match from Group 2, and it's Mike Warburton up against Graham Usher. Here's the Welshman, Mike Warburton, up against Graham Usher. Graham Usher coming through Group C.
Okay, first leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
With Carl Wilkinson, he actually topped Group C
62.
On leg difference, winning 7 of his 10 matches, plus 12 on the leg difference.
134.
Running average of 86.48, the best of 100.52. Some contrast to that of
100.
Mike Warburton, who came through Group B with a running average of 93.61 and a best in that group
97.
of 105.47. I have to say, I have been impressed with the gambler
100.
so far. Not quite as impressed as I have been with Mike Warburton this week. He has been on a different level at times.
60.
Virtually unplayable. So Usher is going to have his hands full if Warby's form continues. Well, as with most sports, it's a different day.
99. $100. Mike, you require 140. $82.
Good recovery.
You require 110.
Needing a 2-dart finish. You can't finish now on the 110 with a single 5. That leaves 48.
Correct. 78. Mike, you require 58.
18 and tops for a holder throw.
$38. Graham, you
This
require
is
32.
for Usher.
Game's
break
on
of
the
throw.
First leg.
Didn't need
Graham
asking
Usher.
twice, did he? A 16-dart break of throw gives Graham Usher a 1-0 lead. Warby was the
Second leg,
4 to
it's
7
Graham to throw
favourite
first.
for this one.
Game on.
5 to 4 about Usher.
42. $140.
Next up, it will be Carl Wilkinson, our first look at him
58.
this evening. He will be up against Connor Scutt, who had an absolute disaster in that opening match of the night, going down 4-0 to Matt Dennant. Only averaged
100.
82.05, which is well below his running average for the week.
60. $55.
Neither player really settled yet.
60.
Treble 18 should be the shot to leave double 16.
138. $85.
No pressure,
Mike, you
as
require
there's
68.
no finish for Usher. So Warby just get this done here or in the next visit.
Game show on the second leg. Mike
That is
Warburton.
the instant response. Warburton fans will have enjoyed a break back. 1-1.
Third leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $100. 81. $100. 96. 140.
Second 140 of the match for Mike Warburton. 6 scores of between
Mike, you
a
require
ton and 139.
161. $97.
Sets up 64 after just 12 darts.
100. Mike, you require 64. Game show on the third leg. Mike Warburton.
Certainly is back in the groove now. Warby.
Four leg, it's
Critical
Graham
finish
to throw first.
on the
Game
64.
on. 83.
Response from that 16 dart breaker throw in leg 1 has been a 15 dart break
140.
14 dart hold. It's averaging over 95.
100. 140. 140.
That's a first 140 for Usher in this one.
$100.
Warby down to a finish first on the Usher throw.
100. Mike, you require 121.
Trouble 17 leaves the ball.
57. Gravy
So a
requires
chance for Usher
78.
to hold and level things up. Perfect start.
54. Mike, you require 64.
Double 16.
48.
Not as clinical
Gravy
as
requires
leg 3.
24.
2 sixes.
12.
Added pressure on these doubles,
Mike,
of
you
course,
require
when you're trailing
16.
2-1.
Game show on the fourth
In
leg.
steps Warby.
Mike Warburton.
Thank you very much. And his second break of throw, leading 3-1, has the darts in leg 5. Can he serve it out for a very impressive opening match
Fifth leg,
of the
it's
night?
Mike to throw first. Game on.
Priority, of course, is to come out of the group.
100.
If not, make the final. Definitely win the 3rd and 4th place playoff. There's £5,000 in prize money up for grabs tonight.
59.
And on Champions Week, which is every 5th week, of course, 4 weeks of qualifying, and then a Champions Week, there's £12,000 in prize money up for grabs.
81.
So £32,000 in prize money in each phase.
100.
Remember, all these players are amateurs. No tour
40.
card holders allowed. Many of them ex-tour card holders, of course.
140.
The vast majority playing on the Challenge Tour, which is the next tier down from Pro Darts.
$140.
Next week, of course, we have our first qualifier through the
140.
UK Darts
Mikey require
Association
140.
and their Super League system. Stuart Wilson is the player. He's in on Monday.
100. Grammy require 62. $42. Mike, you require 40.
Also on Monday, we have Gary Robson, Martin Adams, James Richardson, Richie Burnett, and Niall Cullerton.
Game, shot, and the match.
And Mike Warburton gets the job done. Lost the opening leg and reeled off 4 very impressive legs to get his first win of the night. Averages there 93.19 for Warby, 5 140s and 50% on the doubles, matching that achievement of Matty Dennant, who won our opening match. Okay, up next, Carl Wilkinson up against Connor Scutt. Good evening and welcome back to Sporty Stuff TV for the Online Darts Live League. Next up, back to Group 1. And our first look at Carl Wilkinson, 37 from Darfield. And we've already seen Connor Scutt tonight, 25 from Kenley. He went down 4-0 to a very, very impressive Matthew Dennant in our opening match.
Okay, first leg, it's Carl to throw first. Game on.
Matthew Dennant won in legs of 14, 16, 16 and 15. Very, very impressive.
45.
98 average, so a must-win game for Connor Scutt. The final match of this group will be Dennant against Wilkinson, but to follow this one,
100.
an all-Welsh clash. Jim Williams against Mike Warburton. Third meeting,
60.
of course, played Thursday night and last night. Warby winning both. Thursday 4-3, last night 4-1 with a 102.12 average.
$134. 42.
These two met in Group A. Monday, Wilkinson won 4-2,
59.
both players averaging 93. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, it was revenge for Connor, winning 4-1
96.
with a 103.48 average. And then on Wednesday, 4-2 with a 96.99.
100.
And already made inroads on the Wilkinson throw.
85. Going to require 108. 42. 85. Connie requires 66.
A breaker throw and a 1-0 lead. 16 for tops.
46.
Carly Wilkinson should
88.
get at least one dart at the ball here. Treble 20, double 14 will be his chosen route. Single 18 and the ball.
74.
Well, hit the treble 18
Connie
to leave double
require
7.
20.
Another opportunity and to get his first leg on the board. Double 5
Aim on the first
can
leg.
be awkward.
Connor Scutt.
Connor Scutt attacks the double with his second dart and gets the reward. 1-0 and a breaker throw.
Second gets Connor to throw first. Game on. $93.
That should make him feel a whole lot better. It's one thing that Carl Wilkinson does do well. He does respond.
101.
And he's been dead and buried. Is when he tends to relax and produce. He has had some great comebacks this week.
58. 61.
What Connor's got to try and do is just keep him on the back foot. Keep him under pressure.
100. 177.
Super visit. Super reply.
180.
No finish, unfortunately, for Wilkinson.
130. Connie requires 70.
32 though. Double 8, 2 darts at it. Oh
No
dear.
score.
Wrong double, right next door.
Connie requires
Other side
32.
of the wire.
Game shot on the second leg.
And that
Carl Wilkinson.
is the way to break back. A 13 darter for Carl Wilkinson. Levels this one up at 1 apiece.
Third leg, it's Carl to throw first. Game on. 41.
That will frustrate Wilkinson because it's an instant opportunity for Connor. But has to punish.
91. 59. 100. 58. 100. 140.
To leave 170.
140.
19 170s in this new phase. Not going to be a 20th. And our 19th this week.
134. 140.
So
Connie
for three
require 36.
consecutive breaks of
Game
throw.
on the third leg.
And
Connor
our
Scutt.
second consecutive 13 darter, and Connor Scutt finds that double 18 and goes back in front for the second time.
Fourth leg, it's Connor to throw first. Game on. $140. 140. 81. 48.
Are we going to get our first hold of throw? Connor will be hoping so.
180.
That's a second max in the match for Connor. We've had a 177 from Carl.
96. Connie require 100.
Tops for an 11 darter. 10s for a 12.
80. 140. Connie required 20. 16.
An absolute disaster.
Carly requires 77.
Connor Scutt. Fancy Wilkinson to take this out. 16 and tops, or 20 double 18, whichever he prefers. Let's say it'll be a 16, and it is.
57.
Oh, he's dodged one
Connie
here. If
require
Connor can find
4.
double 2 or double 1.
Two.
Nobody can hold
Carly
throw
require
by the looks
20.
of it.
Game's on the fourth leg.
Very,
Carl Wilkinson.
very fortunate there, Carl Wilkinson, because it keeps him in this match at 3-1 down. It pretty much, well, it's a banker that Connor Scutt would win from there. 2-2. Still up in the air, this one. Such a great scoring leg as well from Connor.
on. 86. 93. 137. 58. 96. 134.
Carl Wilkinson still in control of this leg.
83.
99 means only one dart possible at a double. But you'll have to find a treble unless he goes 19.
Carly require.
Tops.
99.
And he's going to get one dart. A double 18.
81. Connie require 120.
For a fifth breaker throw.
$60. Carly require 18. $10. Connie requires 60. Game shown the fifth leg. Connor Scutt.
How bizarre is this one? 5 consecutive breaks of throw. And I'm not sure how many of them should have actually been breaks of throw. Maybe 2.
Sixth leg, it's Connor to throw first. Game on. $58.
Both players hovering around the mid-80s in terms of averages.
36. $140. $100. $58. $99. $100.
Carl has to be careful here. A straight ton is no good because it'll leave a bogey.
99.
Good thinking.
Connie require 145.
Oh, lovely.
105.
Misses the tops.
Connie require
What a
167.
great way to finish that would have been. A great way to finish the match.
77. Connie require 40.
And again, to hold
Carly
throw,
require
this time to win the match. I
90.
think Wilkinson can quite believe it. For 6 consecutive breaks of throw. Super recovery dart.
70.
Just misses the tops. Touching
Connie
the
require
bottom wire
10.
of the double. Double 2
6.
on the wire.
Carly require 20.
Unbelievable this.
No score. Connie require 4. Two.
Nobody wants it.
Carly require 20. Game shown the sixth flag. Carl Wilkinson.
Don't think I had that much luck in 20 years of playing. Never mind in a live league. 3-3 Wilkinson with the darts in the
Seventh
decider.
and final leg, it's Cole to throw first. Game on.
22 dart breaker throw. My goodness.
100. $60. 99. 60. 44. 134.
I was just about to say, it doesn't look like we're going to get a seventh break of throw, but Connor's kept himself in the leg with that great visit.
45.
And now a mistake from Wilkinson. Needs another two trouble visit.
140.
And gets one.
$83. Connie require
83
107.
to leave 130 for Wilkinson. Both checkouts only need the one treble in the combination. 88 left, treble 16. Would have left tops, should stay there.
51. Connie require 130. 65.
So
Connie
16
require
and tops.
56.
Are we eventually? Oh, we're not going to get... Well, we could get 7 breaks a throw. Unlikely.
Game
Wow.
shot and the match.
What
Connor
a
Scutt.
very, very strange game of darts that was. 3-3 in the end. A little bit of frustration there from Coral, but I think he was complaining there can be a little squeak on the floorboard and maybe he thinks Connor stood on it, but he won that leg anyway and he shouldn't have, so nothing really to be disappointed in. Right, up next, the all-Welsh clash as Jim Williams and Mike Warburton face off. Good evening and welcome back to the
16.
Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV for our fourth match of the evening, and our second match from Group 2 as Jim Williams and Mike Warburton take to the stage. Warburton, who has been the standout player this week.
First. Game on.
As I said a little earlier, third meeting between the two this week. Thursday night, Warby was a 4-3 winner with a 93.75. Last night, a full 1 winner with a very impressive 102.12.
$59. $140. $99.
Someone would like to
140.
pass Eddie Hearn a napkin. His cash cow exposed by little fat Andy, and now by a cruiserweight. Brought a huge smile to my face, as Mike Warburton has done this week.
$60.
Trouble 17 would have left 32 there.
Jim, you require 116. $44. Mike, you require 66.
Tops for a breaker throw and a 1-0 lead.
Game shown the first leg. Mike Warburton.
Mike Warburton as clinical as ever, finding the tops.
Second leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
He was impressive in his opening match of the night. Lost the opening leg and then reeled off 4 on the spin, with an end average of 93.19. Starts this one with a 15 dart breaker throw.
$140. $100.
Thing that was evident about Jim Williams last couple of days.
140.
Tenacious ability to just graft and grind and get the best out of what's ever in the locker.
97.
Not played a lot of darts in
121.
recent months, like most players really, and he's just starting to get back into the swing of things. Double 18 for a 12 darter, and a 2-0 lead. He will be back.
$60. Mike, you require 18. Game's on the second leg. Mike Warburton.
13 darter to add to the 15 dart breaker throw in leg 1, and again Warby averaging over 100.
Third leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on. $60. $58. $60. $100. $45. $60.
Warby was in a great position to get the double break. It's only 53 in front on the Williams throw, which can be negated with a big visit here.
$59. $42. $99. $140.
Single 18 to leave tops. To put pressure
138.
on the 101.
Mike, you require 101.
This is well within Warby's scope. The form he's in right now. Just misses the treble 19.
84.
So a chance for Jim Williams
Jim,
to get
you
a hold of
require
throw.
40. Game show on the third leg.
And
Jim
shows
Williams.
great bottle to find it with his final dart right in the middle of double 10, and he closes the gap to 1, but still advantage Warby.
Fourth leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $96. $140. $180.
First one of the match, and it goes to the man in form, Mike Warburton.
140.
Great reply from Jim Williams.
$57. $100. $136. Jimmy Rock 121.
Trouble 17 for Bull. And Warby sat waiting on 32.
57. Mike, you require 32.
To go within one of making it 2 from 2. And maximum points.
Game show on the fourth leg. Mike Warburton.
Winning legs in this match so far. 15, 13 and 15. The only blip, that third leg, which was a 21 dart hold
Jim to throw
for
first.
Jim Williams.
Game on.
Still averaging 101.12.
$100. $100. $100. $100. $59.
So Jim Williams 59 points in front. Our next match will be our final match
140.
of Group 1. Matt Dennant against Carl Wilkinson. Any Matt win, and Matt will be first and Connor will be second. Carl wins 4-0 or 4-1. Carl will be first and Matt will be second.
44.
Carl 4-2 or 4-3.
161.
Be Matt first and Carl second. So Connor will be hoping for a Matt win.
97. $81.
So 64 for Warby.
Mike requires 64.
To wrap this one up, he started the match on 64 and done it this way clinically.
Game shot and the match. Mike Warburton.
He's repeated that feat to get the win 4 legs to 1. Of course, he's guaranteed his spot in the semi-finals. 2 from 2, only dropping the 1 leg in each of the matches. And look at that average again from Warby. He is on fire. 99.52. Right, up next, Matthew Dennant against Carl Wilkinson. Good evening and welcome back to Sporty Stuff TV for the Online Darts Live League and live action. Up next, our final match of Group 1, and it's Matt Dennant up against Carl Wilkinson. Carl Wilkinson lost his opening match of this group of 3 against Connor Scutt, 4-3 in a bizarre match that featured 7 breaks of throw. Matt Dennant, far more convincing, a 4-0 win over Connor Scutt with a 98.56 average.
Okay, first leg, it's Matt to throw first.
So, no
Game
matter
on.
what happens, Matt is through. But of course, where you finish in the table the winner of Group 1 plays the
59.
runner-up of Group 2, and the winner of Group 2 plays the runner-up of Group 1 in the semi-finals. So it's a fairly important match,
47.
although pretty much dead rubber for Matt Dennant. He will
85.
everything, I can assure you. He will want to win, and if he does, then Connor Scutt
100.
will be in the semi-finals alongside him.
140.
Just joining us, the permutations
60.
of this Group 1. Any Matt win, Matt's first, Connor's second. If Carl wins 4-0 or 4-1, Carl's first and Matt's second. If Carl
96.
wins 4-2 or 4-3, Matt's first and Carl's second.
$100. Matt, you require
And
121.
our final match in Group 2 to follow this one will be Graham Usher against Jim Williams. And we will
85.
know our semi-final lineup.
$134. Matt, you require 36. Game shown the first leg.
17
Matt
dart
Dennant.
hold of throw gets this third and final match of Group 1 underway.
Second leg, it's Carl to throw first.
Very
Game on.
comfortable hold of throw it was.
$26.
Quite happening for Wilkinson thus far.
96. $60. $58. $140. $99. $45. $140. $32. Now you require 108. $42.
He'll return. Wilkinson way back, although making inroads.
140.
Opted to stay there. The 180 would have left
Now you require 66.
double 9. 16. Oh, Matty missing the big number.
34. Carly require 58. $18.
Not punished.
Matt, you require 32. Game shown the second leg.
That was
Matt Dennant.
Matty Dennant with a breaker throw, doubles his lead. 2-0 up, 2 more needed.
Third leg, it's Matt to
12
throw
players
first.
in action next week are James Richardson,
Game on.
Martin Adams, Richie Burnett, Nick Fulwell, Niall Cullerton, Scott Marsh, Robert Rickwood, Gary Robson, Stuart Wilson, Daniel Day, Prakash Jiwa,
40.
and Corin Hammond. Corin Hammond had a great run to the final in Women's Series Event 2 today. Good to see Corin back.
96.
I'm here for the entirety of Group A, and then I think it's either Nico or Chris Murphy back in the hot
60.
seat to bring you Groups B, C, and the finals on Saturday.
83. 140. 140. 91. 85. May require 170. 58.
Needed a treble
Can't
really
require
to pressure
97.
the 97.
$57. May require
Gonna get a go at 112, but we'll need a treble to have a go at a double, and that's awkward. Oh, 38. He did this.
74.
Did this a couple of nights
Only
ago.
require 40.
On that occasion, he hit it.
Game shown the third leg. Carl Wilkinson.
Wilkinson finds a breaker throw from somewhere and momentarily gets himself back in the match. 2-1.
Fourth leg, it's Carl to throw first. Game on. 58. 140. 100. 60. 140. 45. 60. 180. Call your 143. 93. May you require 76. Game shown the fourth flag.
Normal service
Dennant.
resumed for Matty Dennant, the 180, and then the finish clinical.
Fifth
3-1,
leg, it's Matt to
and
throw
an
first.
instant break
Game
back. 14 darter.
100. 80. 81. 43.
Just not happened for
60.
Wilkinson tonight. Everything's been a bit of a struggle for the Yorkshireman.
58.
He'll bounce back. Seen some quality stuff from him. No more so than a wonderful 170 finish.
96.
You don't hit those by accident.
140. May you require 164. $64.
Leaves a ton for the match.
$140. May you require 100.
$76.
84. Carly required 40.
Well, for 3 consecutive breaks a throw. Loves a break a throw, does Wilkinson. Involved with that match, of course, with Connor Scutt, where there was 7 of them.
Wilkinson.
And there is another. And Wilkinson has the darts in leg 6. Can he level things up?
6th leg, it's Carl to throw first. Game on. $101. $134. $135. $125. $42. $134.
Well, that gives Dennant pretty much control of the leg and control of the match.
90. Matt, you require 108.
Not sure. Wilkinson's in the mood to take out the 133. Might not get a go. Double 16.
Game, shot, and the match.
That's the way to
Matt
finish
Dennant.
it. And that is a 12 darter with a ton plus finish. Average of 88.56 amongst her. There was a 14 darter as well, of course. And that 12 dart to win the match 4-2. A very tidy performance in the end. Okay, our final match of Group 2 up next. And it's Graham Usher against Jim Williams.
6 more each.
Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League. It's finals night on Sporty Stuff TV. And up next, our final match of Group 2 as Jim Williams faces Graham Usher. Well, we know that Mike Warburton has topped this group. So, by my reckoning, he will play Connor Scutt in our second semi-final.
Okay, first leg, it's Graham to
Dennant
throw first.
won Group 1,
Game
so
on.
he will face the winner of this match.
180.
It's as simple as that. Great start
140.
from both.
100. $60. 95.
In the opening match of this group, Warby defeated Graham Usher 4-1.
177. Graham, you're 126.
93.39 average. Graham Usher averaged
98.
84.99, and then Warby defeated Jim Williams 4-1, who had an 82.72, with Warby averaging a 99.52. 177 and a 180 in the leg.
38. Graham, you require 28. Game show on the first leg.
Graham
Graham
pins
Usher.
the middle of double 14 for a hold of throw. And some good score in that leg. A 180 from Usher and a 177 from Jim Williams.
Second leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on.
Well, it's a 13 dart hold from Usher.
60. 140. 60. 39. 140.
As always, Williams grafting away.
140. 100.
I missed the odds before the off, but in running they go 2-5 about Usher, 7-4
60.
about Williams.
Jimmy require 141. 105. Graham, you're 122.
18s will be the shot here for Usher. 4 of them leave the ball. That's a disaster.
80. Jim, you require 36.
Does like double 18. Doesn't mind it over here. across the wire. You could hear how close that was.
27. Graham, you require 42. Game show on the second leg.
No problem.
Graham Usher.
On the double 18 for Graham Usher as he breaks through, doubles his lead. Halfway there to a place in the semi-finals.
Feel like it's Graham to throw first. Game on. $100. $45. $180.
His second of the match. Played some lovely darts.
180.
In
140.
in his group. Did Graham Usher.
60. Graham, you require 81. $69.
Too much damage done. There's no finish for Jim.
$140.
Group C,
Graham
Graham
won
Usher
12.
won 7 out of his 10 matches, had a high average of 100.52, 10 180s, 4 ton plus outs.
9. Jimmy requires 76.
Made a very good account of himself in my humble. Tops for a real steal.
Game show on the third leg. Jim
Just
Williams.
typical of Jim Williams. He finds a way. Where there's a will, there's usually a Jim. 2-1. Break a throw.
Fourth leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on. $140. $60. $60. $60. $60. $48. $46. $60.
So Jim closing in on leg 4 and levelling this match up. Remember, straight shootout between these two. Winner plays Matt Dennen in the semi-final.
100.
Will be a 10-minute interval to give the winner a chance to
100.
just
Jimmy require
relax and
95.
freshen up and get ready for that semi-final. I do believe Online Darts Live League
67.
people have recorded a few interesting short videos for your enjoyment.
121. Jimmy required 28.
I do believe our very own Phil
Game
Bars
show on the
is
full flag. Jim Williams.
sitting down with the players doing a Q&A. Should be interesting. This one's getting interesting. Graham Usher has the darts in leg 5, 2-2.
Fifth leg, it's Graham to throw first.
So hold and break in legs 1 and 2 for Graham, and Jim responded. A break and a hold of his own.
$95. 96. 100.
It's another max.
180.
It's a third in the match for Graham Usher. 4 in total. One from Jim and a 177.
44. Graham, you require 85.
Graham Usher at the moment is averaging 98.5. Oh, that's a little unlucky.
Yeah.
Went for the ball to leave
69.
double 8 and hit it. Possible 13 dart hold incoming for Graham Usher.
98. Graham, you require 16. $12.
I haven't actually asked him
Jimmy
where
require
the
164.
nickname The Gambler comes from. I'm pretty sure it's to do with... Oh, unlucky, he needed the 54 for the ball. Some of the routes and some of the shots
Graham,
he
you
takes
require
on,
4.
maybe. It would make sense because he has done
No score.
or tried some risky out shots.
Jimmy requires 68.
Well, if it wasn't for bad luck on Thursday, Jim wouldn't have had any luck at all. Maybe it's turning round a little bit for him.
Game show on the
There
fifth leg.
is
Jim
Evidence
Williams.
of that as Jim Williams steals one. That's 3 consecutive legs. It's a break of throw. Jim has the darts in leg 6.
Sixth leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
$136. 180.
180, number 4.
$60. 140.
There's no better feeling than backing up a 180 with another one. It's not a bad feeling either when you back it up with a 140.
100. 96.
This one, fittingly, is going all the way. Well, certainly looks to be.
100. Graham, you require
Those
85.
2 darts on that wire of the treble 20 were as tight as 2 coats of paint.
53. Jim, you require 105.
Can he? Oh my goodness. Usher thinks so. Does Jim.
73. Graham, you require 32. Game
Well,
shown
the
the
double-double.
flag.
Didn't do it on
Graham
purpose,
Usher.
just slightly over-pitched with the opening dart, but fortunately, the speed he throws at, he just followed it straight in, and it is 3-3, and Usher has the darts in the decider. Been a cracking little game of darts, this one.
137.
Two holds of throw, 4 breaks of throw, 5 180s, a 177.
83.
It's also had a
100.
11 140s.
$140.
This game is really
99.
up in the air, and Graham Usher has just realised he's made a mathematical error there. He's left a bogey finish. Now, it wouldn't matter unless your opponent
180.
hits a 180 and takes out 98.
121. Jimmy require 98.
Well, making a bit of an error, and then the 180 didn't seem to have affected Usher mentally. That was a great 1-2-1. Treble 18 for double 12.
58.
Well, he's just
Graham,
got
you
to
require 44.
hope and pray Usher fluffs his lines.
12.
Oh, Jim, you certainly
Jimmy
have got away with
require
one here.
40.
A match that's had 6 180s.
Game shot and the match.
3 times as many
Jim Williams.
missed darts at doubles, but it is Jim Williams that progresses into that semi-final where he will meet Matt Dennant. As I look at the averages, Usher at the higher average, 93.16 to Williams' 90.54. But a fantastic scoring match. The doubles left a lot to be desired. Graham Usher missing 14 darts at a double, and Jim Williams missing 7, 21 darts missed at a double. So we know our semi-final lineups. We're going to be back in around about 10 minutes, but stay tuned, some more darting action for you. Good evening and welcome back to the online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. 4 more matches to bring you, 2 semi-finals, a third and fourth place playoff and our final. Let's get it underway with semi-final number 1 as Jim Williams faces Matt Dennant. He left it late, didn't he? Faced match darts, Jim Williams against Graham Usher. He prevailed, as we've seen so often.
Okay, first leg, it's Matt to throw first.
Loves to do it the hard way. And Jim Williams was our Phase 3 winner on Champions Week. In Week 2, which he contested, he qualified for finals night and then edged out Josh Richardson in a third and fourth place playoff to qualify for Champions Week and got it done. Charles Barstow was Phase 4
60
Champions Week winner. And a couple of months ago now, Richie Burnett was Phase 2's winner.
43.
As always, best of 7, first to 4. A place in the final and a guaranteed place in Champions Week.
100.
£5,000 in prize money up for grabs tonight. £12,000 in prize money up for grabs in Champions Week.
$100. $135. $180. Mate, require 83.
First one of the match and put some pressure now on this 83. He wants the ball.
58.
The line was lovely. Just a
Jimmy requires 61.
a couple of mil or so under the bullseye wire. Double 18.
Game show on the first.
Said he liked it.
Jim Williams.
This time he proved me right. Picked off the 25 to leave 36. And it's a 14 dart break of throw. Courtesy
second leg,
of
it's
that
Jim to throw first.
penultimate
Game
visit of the 180 to pressure the 83.
$140.
Just not played a lot of darts coming into this. Literally had a 5-minute
68.
chat prior to this semi-final. And he said, I don't know what I'm going to do until I'm up there. He's finding it hard to
32.
switch on when he's in the midst of a game and he starts to feel a bit of
59.
pressure. He feels like he's then switching on. Priority for all the 12 players this week was to secure a Champions Week spot.
81.
And now these two players have that opportunity. Second semi-final to follow, which will be Mike Warburton against Connor Scutt. And it will be our losing semi-finalists playing the third and fourth place playoff. The winner getting into
58.
Champions Week Group C. And then we will have our final.
96.
Then we will see who walks away with the lion's share of that £5,000.
100.
Set now over the
60.
4-week
Jimmy requires
qualification
90.
phase period. There's £20,000 in prize money and £12,000 in Champions Week. So £32,000 in prize money for each phase. £1 a foot for that.
58. Mate, you're
Increase.
161.
We've got some wonderful debutants making their way into
81.
coming
Jimmy
weeks and months.
32.
Of course, we're limited with our European player involvement because of the
Game show on the
travel
second leg.
restrictions.
Jim Williams.
And that's a 19-dart hold of throw for Jim Williams to double his lead. 2-0, looking very comfortable at the moment.
So look, it's Matt to throw first. Game on.
Without stating the obvious, this is a must hold of throw.
134. $100. $100. $95. $59. $59. $96. $180. Matt, you're calling 112.
And the timing again of the max from Williams
60.
is impeccable.
Jimmy requires 67. $51. Matt, you
Chance for
require
Dennen
52.
to hold and go within one.
20. Jimmy requires 16. Game show on the third leg. Jim Williams.
Williams steps in and says thank you very much. 3-0, one away from a place in the final.
Fourth leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on. $177. $55.
2 180s and a 177 now for Jim. Averaging just over 92.
$30. $85. $100. $57. $60. $100. Jimmy, you require 134.
134 for a dominant 4-0 win. Treble 14 leaves double 16 to do it with a bit of class.
102. Oof. 96. Jimmy, you require 32.
Dennant has to regroup. Get ready
Game shot
for
and the
that third
match.
and fourth
Jim
place
Williams.
playoff, as he has just been on the end of a bigger drubbing than Anthony Joshua. 4-0, 50% on the doubles for Jim. 2 180s and a 177. Good performance. He's in the final. Who will he meet? Well, we'll find out. Next up, it is Mike Warburton against Connor Scutt. Good evening and welcome back to Sporty Stuff TV and it's Online Darts Live League. Semi-final number 2 up next. Mike Warburton up against Connor Scutt. Here is Mike Warburton, the dominant player in the two group stages for tonight, winning both of his matches 4-1. The 93.19 average and a 99.52. Jim Williams.
Hey, first leg, it's Mike to throw first.
Awaits the winner in the
Game
final.
on.
These players have had a bit of previous.
81.
Met 4 times previously. Connor won the first 3, 4-3, 4-0, and 4-2.
180.
And the highest average of this phase was from Mike Warburton
83.
in their 4th meeting on Wednesday, where Warby won 4-0, unsurprisingly, 50% on the doubles, 4 180s, a high finish of 122, and the average of 115.62 as Connor Scutt fires in back-to-back 180s. Remember, Connor lost his opening match tonight 4-0, scraped through 4-3 against Carl Wilkinson, and had to rely on Matt Dennant beating Carl Wilkinson in the 3rd match in that group, which he duly obliged. What a start to the match. 82 after 9. Potential for an 11 darter.
42. Connie require 82. Mike
55
require
for Warby.
155.
He's taken out some monsters this week. He's not taking the 155 out though.
41. Connie require 40. Game shot in the first leg. Connor Scutt.
A little late, but it is a 15 dart breaker throw to get this match underway, and it's Connor Scutt that goes into a 1-0 lead.
Second leg, it's Connor to throw first. Game on. $135. 100. 140. 40. 140.
This is an exceptional start from Connor Scutt. 82 after 9 in leg 1, 86 after 9 in leg 2.
100. Connie require
the pressure
86.
of a flat tyre at the moment from Warby. It's just not happening. Double 16.
54. 28. Connie require 32. Game show on the second leg. Connor Scutt.
Unplayable right now. Connor Scutt, 15 darts, 13 darts, multiple 180s, high scores, and pins the double.
It's Mike
2-0.
to throw first. Game on.
I first heard about young Connor from a friend of mine, Brian Wybrow. So keep your eye out for this kid. I think he's a bit special.
180.
He wasn't wrong.
85. 96.
Mike Warburton is going to draw on all his form he's shown over the past 6 days.
60.
Still, he's going to have to produce something a bit special. He's got it in the locker in abundance. We've seen that.
140.
And Connor Scutt knows firsthand. He was on the end of that 115.62 average.
134. Mike, you require
The 3 legs
85.
so far: 82 after 9, 86 after 9, and Warby 85 after 9.
Game shown the third leg.
And that
Mike
is
Warburton.
a 12 dart hold. And an 85 checkout.
Fourth leg, it's Connor to throw first. Game on.
Warby did have a sublime run of legs just the other night. I'm going to see if I
93.
can find it. Yeah, he went. This was winning legs in sequence: 12, 13, 18, 14, 13, 13, 17,
60.
15, 12. That was a just insane run of legs he completed last night.
134.
The guy has got gears and he's going to have to find them, and fast.
100. 83. 100. 132.
He's left a 2-darter, despite finding the wrong treble.
60. Connie require 59. Game shown the fourth leg. Connor Scutt.
Thus far in this match, 15-dart breaker throw for Connor, followed by a 13-dart hold, a 12-dart hold from Mike Warburton,
Fifth leg, it's Mike
a
to throw
15-dart
first.
hold
Game on.
from Connor. He's averaging 105.49.
60.
Warby not too shabby, hovering around 90.
60. 41. 45. 100. 100. 60. $140. 60. Connie require 156.
That's for the match. Oh, they're
60.
well over pitched. Maybe just a little bit of adrenaline.
100.
Well, the tons
Connie
pressure,
require
the 140 would have been
96.
perfect, of course, because it would have left tops.
56. Mike, you require 80.
Gonna get one dart at tops.
60.
Well, in your
Connie
hands
require
now, young man,
40.
for a place in the final. Nobody likes fives.
30. Mike, you require 20. 15.
Well, multiple match darts already
Connie
for Connor.
required 10.
And he's going to get 3 more.
Game shot
needs
and the
the
match.
one.
Connor Scutt.
Spoilt the average, but the damage was done early in those run of legs of 15, 13 and 15. That was a 22 dart leg there. So obviously the average crumbled, but that doesn't take away the quality in the early stages. 2 180s, 3 140s, 33.33% on the doubles on the end, and still has an average of 92.55. So we know our final, it's going to be Jim Williams against Connor Scutt. But first up, in around about 10 minutes, our 3rd and 4th place playoff featuring Mike Warburton and Matt Dennant. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. Well, the final awaits, but first up, it's the third and fourth place playoff between Mike Warburton and Matt Dennant. Jim Williams and Connor Scutt are in the final, and we'll be straight on after this one. Pretty sure most would have thought the final may have involved these two with the form they've showed tonight.
Okay, first I get Matt to throw first. Game on.
Gear and a great performance. And as I mentioned earlier, his form for beating
46.
Mike Warburton. That's 4 out of 5 against Warby now for Connor Scutt. The record between these two. They played twice in July.
180.
Warby winning 4-3 on both occasions. They had an absolute
57.
cracker on the Friday night. Warby winning 4-3 with 102.88. Matt Dennen 100.03. And then Thursday night, Warby won 4-3. And Friday
41.
did exactly the same, winning 4-2. And averages very similar. 95.05 on the
80.
Thursday night for Warby. 94.88 on the Friday. Consistency personified. Jim Williams will have the throw in the final. He won the bull up.
57.
Dennant under pressure in the opening leg.
134.
Needed that.
$139. 89. Mike, you require 84.
Both leaving a 2-darter, but it's Warby with first pop. Double 12.
Game show on the first leg.
That's a
Mike
15-dart
Warburton.
break of throw to get this one underway with a lovely 84 out from Mike Warburton, 1-0.
Second leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $100.
Lots riding on this. Only the prize money, of course, but
43.
the opportunity to compete in Champions Week. An opportunity to get their hands on £6,000.
60. 60. 60. 96. 60. 98.
Dennant trying to keep the pressure on Warby.
$140. 57. Mike, you require 81.
12 ball. Has to go for it. May try for the treble. Wants the ball.
56. Mike, you require 147. 64.
So
Mike, you require 25.
988 for 2-0.
$21. Matt, you require
Made
83.
a real mess of that. Tops.
43. Mike, you require 4. Game shot on the second leg.
Oh, gets
Mike
there in the end.
Warburton.
Not quite as impressive as the 15 dart break of throw opening leg. That was a 22 dart hold. He will care not. He will just
So
care
it's
about the
Matt to
fact
throw
it's
first.
2-0.
Game on. $96. $100. $125. $140. $140.
Starting to find his scoring boots.
$85. Mate, you're going 140. $82.
Much better leg from Matt Dennant. 58 after 12. Potential 14 darter.
100. Now you're requiring 58. Game show on the third leg.
It's more like
Matt
it
Dennant.
for Matt Dennant, but will need one similar to that quality on the throw of Mike Warburton to
Four
get
legs,
back in
Mike
this
to
match.
throw first.
As Warby
Game
has
on.
the break.
$140. $96.
Back in the lipstick.
100. $58. $140. $46. Mike, you require 121.
Back to back. Well, 2 140s and a ton in the middle, should I say. 44, mate. 12 for double 16.
89. 58. Mike, you require 32.
For 3-1. And absolute control.
24. 171. Mike, you require 8.
Is that enough just to plant a seed of
Game
doubt?
show on the 4 flag.
Absolutely
Mike
not.
Warburton.
And it's a 16 dart holder throw on the cusp of guaranteeing his spot in Champions Week.
5th leg, it's Matt to throw
Dennant
first.
with it all
Game
to do.
on. 85. 140. 140. 100. 24.
Is that the beginning of the end? These two have added so much to week 1 of phase 5.
57.
Huge disappointment that we'll only have one of them in Champions Week.
134.
Showing great resistance. Jim Williams is forte.
140. Matt, you require 118. 40. Mike, you requires 64.
Taking this out tonight in 2 darts on a couple of occasions. So double 16 to wrap it up.
Game shot and the match. Mike Warburton
Closes it out with a 15 dart breaker throw, completing a 4-1 win. Winning legs of 15, 22, 16 and 15. Ended up with an average in excess of 90 again, and 40% on the doubles. Twice as many 140s there for Warby. Okay, straight back after the break, our final, and it will be between Jim Williams and Connor Scutt. Good evening and good morning, and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV for the final of Phase 5, Week 1. Jim Williams takes on Connor Scutt. Here is Jim Williams. This is 25-year-old Connor Scutt. Both players guaranteed their places in Champions Week.
Okay, first leg it's Jim to throw first.
Just playing for bragging rights. They're playing for their share of the weekly £5,000 prize pool.
$180.
That's the way to start the final.
$180.
Maybe that's why these two are in the final.
$180.
Perfect darts to start the opening leg. Make that 10.
137. Jim, you require 141.
Needed the treble 20, of course, to start the combination.
100.
Fifth time this week we've had the back-to-back 180s at the start of the leg. We've had 5 9-darters
100. Jim, you require 41.
this year.
Game show on the first
It's
leg.
not a 9.
Jim Williams.
But it's an absolutely fantastic 11-darter and an unbelievable way to start the match. 1-0.
Second leg, it's Connor to throw first. Game on. $60.
Both have shown some incredible bounce-back ability in their campaigns.
100.
Both these players got stuffed in their opening matches of tonight's final.
140.
Dennant beating Scutt 4-0. Morby beating Jim Williams 4-1.
140.
Both responded with absolute quality.
100. $100.
Bit of good fortune on the way for both, but always need a little bit of the rub of the green.
96. Jim, you require 161.
Cherry.
136. Connie, require 105.
Jim's high out of the week, 164.
29. Jimmy requires
So
25.
25, a possible 14-darter, and a 2-0 lead, and a break of throw.
Game show on the second
Wow.
leg. Jim Williams.
This is absolutely an outstanding start. Just 25 darts used to win the opening 2 legs.
Third leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on.
That equates to 120 average, if you're wondering.
$60. 140. 136. 60.
Connor has to find a way to win this one. He's averaging 109 and he's 2-0 down.
58.
Here's a real opportunity.
100.
Well, that was the minimum, I suppose. Could have done with a two treble visit, ideally.
96. 177. Jim, you
Beautiful.
require 151.
24 after 12. Courtesy of that super 177. And he's going to get a go.
93. Connie required 24. 21.
Connor.
Jim, you require 58.
Tops for 3-0. Oh, can he use that?
Game
Yes,
on the third
is
leg.
the answer.
Jim Williams.
Literally through the dart, exactly the same, and just use that as a bump, as you can see.
Fourth leg, it's Connor to throw first.
Perfect.
Game on.
Well, even though that was an 18 darter,
41.
still averaging 105 here. Jim Williams, 103.08 for Connor.
45. 134. 140. 100. 60.
Jim Williams won't be overly concerned about this leg. It is on the Connor Scutt throw.
56.
Jim will have the darts in legs 5 and 7 to try and serve this one out if needed.
140.
He
Connie
has
require 170.
other ideas. Another one of those would have left the ball.
134. Jim, you require 116.
Tops to seal the deal in 15 darts.
Game
Wow.
shot and the match. Jim
Absolutely
Williams.
outstanding from Jim Williams. Connor Scutt will be walking away from that one, scratching his head, wondering how on earth he's been done 4-0 with 100.28 average. 103.66 for Jim Williams, 3-140s, 2-180s. Clinical on the doubles, 66.67%. Excuse me. So we know 3 of our players now in Champions Week. They are Mike Warburton, Jim Williams and Connor Scutt. We'll find out another 3 next week. Why don't you join us 9:30 Monday morning on our Online Darts YouTube channel for a bit of Burnett. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.